Hello and welcome back to another video, guys. Now, sorry about the lighting. It is currently 10:30 in the evening. Yes, I don't normally record this late, but it's the only opportunity I've got to record this video in literally the next week. So today I'm coming at you with my review for Fast and Furious 9. I literally just got out of the cinema about 20 minutes ago. I went to this film in IMAX because I wanted to see the prologue teaser for Jurassic World Dominion, which, by the way, looks amazing. It looks great. So excited for that film now. But yes, I went to see it in IMAX, so I got the full experience of this movie. I'm fully aware of what the Fast and Furious franchise is at this point. It's really stupid. They give 0 Fs. And it's, you know, you got to switch off with these films. But yeah, I don't really have much to say on this one, to be honest. I haven't even brought notes up with me. I couldn't even tell you directed it off the top of my head, because who cares, honestly. Fast and Furious 9, yeah. I didn't like this film much. And I think I know why, because I come out of it and I've spoken to Ryan and Luke, who I saw it with. And so it's typical. They're going further with the stupidity, which is fine with me. I'm aware of what direction this franchise is going in, and to be honest, I think it's more fun. You know, the problem with the first 4 Fast and Furious films for me is that there are better car films out there. I kind of liked it when The Rock come in. They started to get more silly. Jason Statham come in. I love Jason Statham. Got even more silly in the last movie. And Hobbs and Shaw were beyond stupid, but they were just fun, and they were led by really charismatic actors. And this one takes the stupidity to another level. Obviously, you've seen in the trailers, this isn't a spoiler, but, you know, they've got rocket boosters on the back of one of their cars, and they're taking it into space. There's some Spider-Man shit going on with a car in one shot. And the magnet stuff, which we've seen in the trailers. I think the problem with this one is there were so many characters being dumped on us with the absence of The Rock and Jason Statham. They were dumping so many more characters on us. Like, don't forget, we got this to try and make up for their absence. We got this character, this character, this character. And in the end, by the last act, there's so many characters, so many side plots, so many things happening that genuinely you get lost. And the problem is with all these added side characters, and some of which are really interesting, but just because there's so many, none of them can be fleshed out or enjoyed enough, you're missing that really charismatic presence which carries a film. For me, The Rock and Jason Statham carried the last couple movies. I think they were great additions. Paul Walker, of course, was fantastic in the other films as well, who we unfortunately don't have anymore. And a lot of this boils down to me is Vin Diesel is just a terrible lead actor, in my opinion. I'm sorry to the Vin Diesel fans out there, if any of you are watching. I really don't think he's a good actor. I really don't think he's a good lead at all. He's very boring. His character in this is very flat, very one-dimensional. And for me, it isn't enough to keep this messy action ride together. And I think because 8 was very similar in the fact that it was very stupid and very messy. But they were just like, The Rock and Jason Statham sort of carried that film forward for me. I think that you had a clear villain in the last film as well, which was nice. Here, you don't really have that. John Cena is great in this movie, to be fair. He is going to be that new charismatic actor, in the next couple films, I'm hoping, because I'm guessing that The Rock and Jason Statham are going to stay over at Hobbs and Shaw. So I'm hoping that in the next films, his character comes forward a bit more. But yeah, I think the choreography and stuff was okay at times, and at other times it was bad. I think that the action was it just got a bit old, a bit boring almost. Because it was like, magnets play a huge part in this movie, and there's like a huge fight chase thing at the end of the second act. There's another one at the end of the third act. They both involve magnets. I think the magnets just got a bit old. The magnets also were just picking and choosing what they latched onto. It was kind of funny. The story just doesn't make sense, but we didn't think it would. Yeah, so I think, if you can switch off, and if you enjoyed the last couple Fast and Furious films, you'll probably enjoy this, I think. But then again, I enjoyed the last couple, and I just don't think this one was as good. I know people really don't like 8, but I much preferred 8. Yeah, I think the next film will be better. I can see hope for the next film. There's a little bit of a cliffhanger. There's I'm sure John Cena's going to come back in a bit of a better presence in the next film. And you know, I just having hope that the next one's going to be better. This one wasn't good for me. I didn't think it was terrible. I've seen much worse films, you know, in terms of entertainment. There's still a lot of interesting things going on screen. It's hard to do this without going into spoilers. Maybe if you catch me in one of my live streams, we can talk spoilers on this film, because there's a lot of spoiler stuff that I could rinse this film on, I think. But for right now, I'm going to say this is a slightly below average film. And, you know, I think just a better actor instead of Vin Diesel would have carried this a lot more. Like, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard's just come out, which is on the same level as Stupidity. But Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson just carry that film, because they're just, you know, very fun actors. So yeah, Fast and Furious 9, I'm going to give it a 4.5. I'm being kind. I was going to go with just a solid 4. I don't want to go below that, because then it's in like bad movie review territory, and I don't think it's quite there. But yeah, I think I can see the effort that was put into actually making this movie, but at the same time, it is very lazy, very cheap looking at times. And yeah, I think it's a step backwards for the Fast and Furious franchise, and I know people thought that about 8. I'd say I didn't really, you know, they're all kind of the same to me, like 5 up to 8. They're all kind of like blurry, silly films, but they're really fun. This one for me was the step back where I'm going, okay, that one wasn't as fun for me. That was actually, I'm seeing this more as a bad movie, slightly bad movie. It's almost reminded me of how I started to look at Transformers films when Age of Extinction come out. I was like, oh, they're getting bad. Let's face it, they were bad before, and these are bad before. But it's going from fun bad to just, we're getting to maybe just bad. But anyway, Fast and Furious 9, it's a tricky one because it is fun at times. You know, I'm in two minds on it. They're weird films. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the movie. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message. And as always, I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye.